Okay guys, it's 5 a.m. I can't sleep. I was just sitting up in bed and thought, what the hell, let's make a video. And the topic for this one is going to be kind of reminiscent of the past because one of my friends sent me a video this morning at 2 a.m. and I'll actually link it here so you can watch it for yourself. It was a video this guy made all about how he would create Prototype 3 if he had the chance to make it himself. And this made me feel really inspired, but also really sad because it gave me a lot of memories of inFAMOUS on this channel and how we used to make videos about power ideas and we speculated and had theories and all that kind of stuff. And it just made me go back and look at my old videos and the comments on those videos, and I got this overwhelming sense of sadness because I feel like I have single-handedly destroyed this channel and mishandled a lot of things, and I just wanted to talk about that today. When it comes to inFAMOUS, you guys know as well as I do, it has been the core of this channel ever since I started making videos. I built the entire channel on that series. It's been my favorite series for a long time. It's been a lot of your guys' favorite series, and that's why you came to this channel in the first place. And outside of Zach, I was really the only person who extensively, consistently talked about inFAMOUS on a regular basis. And when Zach quit making those videos, I had this split. And I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. I didn't know if I should carry the torch and be that guy who kept this community alive, or if I should just let it die. Just put it to rest like it had already been put to rest by Sucker Punch and just let it go. I did not make a decision right away, which was the problem. I drug it out. I basically ignored it. I swept inFAMOUS under the rug. I left it there and I didn't address it until it started to mold and rot and smell really bad, and I pulled up the rug and I was like, oh god, I forgot I left this here. That's a really bad way to put it. It sounds terrible, but that's what happened. Now, I did kind of address this in my last inFAMOUS video I made a couple weeks ago, where I talked about why I quit making videos on the series. But tonight was just different, man. Watching that Prototype 3 video and just hearing him be so passionate about this game that he wants to make, it just brought me back. And I don't know, I'm just feeling really weird right now. Like, there's a part of me that's really inspired to start making those kinds of videos again, but at the same time, in my last video, I mentioned how I would want to show you guys rather than tell you guys because the power of imagery is much more strong than just my words over gameplay. And there is an opportunity for me to do that very thing, but I want to talk about that a little bit later. First, I really need to get this off my chest, man. As far as me feeling like I've mishandled this channel and inFAMOUS and you guys and everything, I just want to get it out because it's really been bugging me. When Second Son was announced, that was the peak of my channel. My subscribers and my views skyrocketed through the roof. And leading up to Second Son's release was a great time for me. I didn't have the best equipment, I didn't have the greatest microphone or the, best setup or anything, but it was just so much fun being excited about a game and having all these other people who were excited about the same thing that I was, and I found so many other people who I could relate to, and I made some new friends, and it was fantastic. However, when the game launched, that was one of the most disappointing things I have ever experienced in my life. I was not satisfied with that game, as I'm sure you guys by now already know, having watched my videos for the countless years after the release of Second Son. But the problem is, I started to experience burnout with both YouTube and inFAMOUS at the same time, which was a double whammy and did not do me any good. I was burnt out with the series because Second Son had disappointed me so immensely, and at the same time, I was here on YouTube making videos about the series and talking about all these things, and the people in the comments didn't all seem to share my same level of intellectualism when it came to ideas for the game. As you guys already know, I had a lot of people leaving just what I would consider pointless spam in the comments, like, oh, water power, water would be cool, oh, just like dumb, mindless comments that serve no purpose whatsoever. And the fact that I got so nitpicky over comments, and that led to me feeling burnt out and ignoring the series, is stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like an idiot for letting dumbass comments get to me to a point where I quit making videos about my favorite series and disappointing people who were expecting that content from me. That is a mistake I should not have made, and I feel so just incredibly dumb for letting that get to me in such a bad way. Now, of course, it's easy for me to say that sitting here at 5 in the morning, having not made any real infamous videos for a long time, so I can look back on that and say that I miss it. But during the time it was happening, I was very irritated. It was very annoying to spend time and effort, making a video, doing commentary, editing it all together, posting it, which takes a lot of time for me since my internet isn't the greatest, so I have to wait for long upload times, only to see people leave stupid shit in my comments. It just felt very defeating in the moment. So experiencing it firsthand versus looking back on it months, even years later, are two completely different things. I can look back on that and say, man, I wish I would have had tougher skin and I wouldn't have let that get to me. But I have to acknowledge that in the moment, I was stressed, I was burnt out, I was exhausted, and I was irritated. So I'm not really sure how to handle this or how to feel about it, because now I can look back and say I wished I would have kept going, but in the moment, that was really hard for me to do. It was hard for me to keep going and keep pushing through. But if I would have done that, I would not be where I am now, where I have almost 6,000 subscribers, but I've lost a vast majority of my audience because of how I handled everything, and now I'm in a really weird spot where I kind of sort of have to start over with almost no audience, and also almost 6,000 subscribers. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This might be a weird analogy, but it's kind of like when you take medicine that a doctor gives you. If you don't take the medicine on a consistent basis, let's say for example, you take it for like a week or two and then you stop for a month, and then you take it for a week and then you stop for 2 months and take it for 3 weeks. If it's inconsistent like that, the medicine is gonna have a bad effect. It's not gonna work the way it should. Apply that to my channel right now. If I go back to making infamous videos after I've stopped for such a long time, it's not going to achieve the same effect it once had before. It's not going to be the same way it was before. And I don't expect things to stay the same, but I just kind of wish that I would have kept going so I could have seen how much I would have grown as opposed to how much I have atrophied. And this brings up something else. I want to play and talk about other games and other things on this channel. I want to get into some live action stuff as well, especially since I've taken college for film and I really want to just get some practice in. But I feel like I can't do that here because if I stray too far away from what I specialize in, the channel's going to fail. I say this based on my experience. Everything infamous I've posted has been far better received, had far more interactivity from the audience, and way more views than anything else I have posted that is not related to infamous at all. Only 2 videos, not infamous related, have done well on this channel. A random 5-minute Infinite Warfare video that I happened to post at just the right time so that people were interested in the topic, and another happy accident video that was posted at the right time dealing with Spider-Man and the puddle controversy. That's it. Unless I capitalize on timing and controversy, it doesn't seem like anything else I post is really going to garner anywhere close to as much of a reception as my infamous content has or ever will. And this is a problem that I created myself, because when I made this channel, I didn't start it as an all-around gaming channel. I started it as a one-stop shop for infamous. Theories, ideas, thoughts, speculation, discussions, all of it. Which wasn't a bad thing until I hit burnout and decided that I wanted to do something else, and now a large majority of my audience isn't interested in what I want to do because it's not what they've come to expect. I could always remedy this by starting a new channel, but I really don't want to have to grind up another channel, especially in modern era YouTube. Oh god, do not want to think about that. And I also just kind of want to keep my personality here. This channel represents me, a large part of my life. I started it, god, how long ago? Like 2007, 2006? And my history on this channel goes back a long way. I don't want to have to start a new channel just because I want to talk about something that's not infamous. So that's my dilemma. I feel like I should go back to my roots and keep making infamous videos for as long as I can, despite the fact that the series is pretty much all but dead except for us who keep it alive in spirit. And I also want to do other things, but I just feel like it's not going to be accepted, at least not that much. But please let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear how you feel about this whole situation, how you think I handled things, what you think I should do, what you would like to see me do in the future, because I would love nothing more than to just return to that point where I was happy making videos and posting them and talking about everything on this channel. That was a great point in my life, and I would really like to return to that. I'm just not sure whether or not doing inFAMOUS is going to be the way to do that. So please give me your feedback. It means a lot to me, and I would really appreciate to hear what you all think and feel about this whole thing. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video and sticking around on my channel for so long. Even though I have lost a majority of people who used to come to my channel on a regular basis, I really do appreciate you guys who have stuck around and still put up with me after all this time. It means a lot. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.